Morning traders, welcome to this week's cryptocurrency market analysis webinar. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I think a lot of people still asking themselves, what is the next move for the cryptocurrencies? Are we still in a bear market, the so-called bear market, or are we starting to recover? That is what we're going to be looking at this morning to see what the next move is. Right, so if you'd like to contact us, check out the description or our contact details under the description of all our videos in our channel. You'll also find the link to our website. Also follow us on our social media pages. You'll find our Twitter feed at the home page of our website. You can just follow us there. We also have a Facebook page, so whichever one you prefer, you can follow us there, whether it is TradingView. All those links are under the description of all the videos. You can check it out there. Now, let's start with how we were looking at these charts prior to the crash before we look at what we expect the next move to be. Now, let's first look at obviously Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. This was before that move to the downside. Let's have a look here. I want to look at Bitcoin. Right, so this is the Bitcoin chart from Sunday, the 23rd of May. So we're going to look at how we forecasted the move and how we expect the next move to play out. So this is just to recap. Just a second, guys. So let's just confirm this chart was done on the 10th of May. All right, so this was the 10th of May, and this was Bitcoin. So we were looking for Bitcoin to be dropping here for a three-wave move. We expected Bitcoin to get around the 40,000, 39,000 area before we make a bounce. We have now made a move like this. We have gone below the blue box. Is this still a blue box setup? That's what we're going to be looking at now shortly. But let's see how that has played out first. So the indicator was showing that we're going to get a drop here to around this level, which we are now already at that area. So this is how that has dropped on Bitcoin. Before we continue with the analysis, just look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum right at the top. We pinpointed where we're going to get that reversal, but only as a three-wave structure. But whether it is a three-wave structure, corrective structure, and we're going to make a move to the upside, that's what we're going to be looking at shortly with the analysis. That was Ethereum, and as you can see, we had forecasted that we're going to get a three-wave move back here, but it has crashed even lower than what we had forecasted now. What is next? Is this time to recover, or we still continue to the downside? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So this is the structure now on the 4-hour. That is the move that we've got. So we have been consolidating since that move to the downside on Bitcoin around the 40,000 and 27,000 area. This is the consolidation that we're getting here. Is that the recovery, or we're still going to see more downside? So here is the possibility for Bitcoin. This is likely a 1, 2, and this could be a wave 4. That will take us for 5, and then we're going to get a 3-wave pullback, a move to the downside in 5 again, and then upside. Okay, so for now, we are not worried about the rest of the forecast here. What we want to see is what is the next move here. We are still in consolidation, and it does not look like we are out of that structure yet. So what is the current structure that is playing out? So look at this structure as a wave 4 currently to the downside, the first part of this corrective structure as an A. Okay, so where we're getting 5 waves to the downside, and we are currently in this wave 4. This is the wave 4 that we're looking at. How are we looking at this wave 4? It's a very complex structure currently. Let's have a look at it, but we can uncomplicate it. So this is Bitcoin. We started with a move to the upside here with the purple degree like this. This is an impulsive move to the upside. Remember, we did the same thing last week. So we still have this one as a 1, 2, 3 waves to the downside. Let's do this with straight lines so we can have a clear structure and zoom in just so we can focus in this here. So we've got here a move up here. We're going to use this one, yellow for this one. We're getting this as a 3-wave structure here, and we're getting this one here as a pulsing move here in 5. We're getting another pulsing move here as follows. Okay, so the structure here, let me change the color here again. Let's use white this time. So we've got this one here coming up here. So this one could come around this level here. Then that structure will need to complete as follows. So we're going to expect the red to go to the upside to go retest the yellow leg there. We're going to expect the purple to come down, whether it comes down in 5 or 3, doesn't matter. We know what will the effect be, whether it is 3 or 5. So that is the purple. So that means we're going to need to have a yellow completing the structure. If this is a wave 4, we're going to see one leg down for the 5 and then upside. Okay, but that upside will not mean that we are out of the woods yet. Will just mean that we're going to go for a pullback. I'll go back to that. So the structure here will be an A, B, C corrective structure with Bitcoin in the fourth wave, and then one more down before we resume to the upside. So the rest of the structure here, I'm not going to go through the detailed analysis for labeling there. You can see that that is a wave 4. So if that is a wave 4, that means that this is a 1, 2, 3, wave 4 as I indicated here, 5, then we pull back possibly to 50% of this. If we're still going to make a move to the downside, we're going to have it like this, and that would be a double correction, as not even a double correction, a single wave, a single correction as A, B, C corrective structure. Okay, so let's have a look at the bigger structure here on Bitcoin, so you can see what we have been focusing here on the cryptocurrencies. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin on the daily, let's have a look at the daily chart. So this is what we've been looking at on Bitcoin. So if this is, so initially we're looking at this as a 3-wave structure and for this to make a bounce here. But because this is now overextended, there's a possibility that this is actually 5 down. And if it is 5 down, that means we still have the 4 that I was indicating currently, which can pull back to 50% or even 100% around this area and give us a flat, whichever structure that plays out. So that means that we could still be in this corrective structure for a while on Bitcoin. So we'll be looking for this to push to the upside. So for now, we are here with that wave 4, which we have detailed, and now we'll be looking for that to complete, one more down and then upside. Okay, so that is Bitcoin. What about the rest? I've just shown you the structure on Ethereum and how we focused at that downside. Is it ready for a move to the upside? Ethereum looks to have completed its 5 waves, unlike Bitcoin, with that move to the downside. So if it has completed its 5 waves, so that means the expectation is that what we are getting currently is a corrective structure in the B. What do I mean by that? That means this is the A, that is a B, and we look for another 5 waves before we push to the upside on Ethereum. So we're not worried about this for now. We just want to see this go back to the 50-61% of the original move. And it looks like that is what is happening with Ethereum. So we're going to expect this to come down here and then move to the upside and then downside. So for now, just worry about this. Okay, so that's what we have on Ethereum. Either that or this is just going to give us a 3 here. Okay, so let's see which one it's going to give us now. Let's see if we're going to continue here to the upside. Let's see which structure we're going to get. So the structure that we're going to get here for the next week is that we are going to get this pushing to the upside here as follows. We can even push to the upside to around this area, only come back down from there. We push to the upside. Indicator still showing us that we're going to push a little bit higher, but there's not much momentum, but we are seeing a bit of upside here on Ethereum. Litecoin. Okay, so Litecoin is the same. We're expecting this to be a 1-2 possibility for this one to come take the low here, give us the structure 1, 2, 3. Remember, just like Ethereum, this has made an impulsive move down here with the so-called crash. So that is A, 5 waves in A, and we're looking at this to be a B wave pullback. Okay, so that is what we have on Ethereum. Look out for that, but the indicator is showing us that we're going to have a bit of a move to the upside here in the next coming session that can take us back to this level. That will mean that the structure we get still does not change. We are getting it like this. Okay, so that is how we're focusing the next move here on Litecoin. Now Ripple This is how it's playing out. So Ripple went straight into the blue box as follows: 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I still got Ripple here on the 4-hour, or if it has not been updated as yet. So Ripple has already been updated. So we focused that Ripple was going to drop to the blue box here and then a bounce. We have not got that bounce as yet. We are just making a pullback here. So we want to see that. Let's go back to Ripple. Now this is Ripple. Is that a bounce that we are looking for? Currently, we have made a move like this. This is a move up here. We are looking at this to be a corrective structure and a pullback. This, we are taking it one wave at a time. That's why you are seeing that I'm not saying that we are ready for a move to the upside. Even though this is a deeper correction, we need to get confirmation here. And as far as the indicator is concerned, the trend to the upside has not started. We do not have confirmation for an uptrend. As much as we are saying that this is going to pull back here, the uptrend has not been confirmed. When the uptrend is confirmed, that's when we're going to start taking trades to the upside. Let's have a look at Doge now. Dogecoin. So Dogecoin, let's have a look at the structure. So it's got a very clear structure, Doge, with a correction that has taken place. 1, 2, and a 3 to the downside. That is how Doge has played out. Now, is this a move to the upside? Just like the rest of the altcoins as well as Bitcoin, this has made a move to the upside. This has now made a pullback like as follows. Let's show this one here. So this structure here is playing out as follows. So we've got a move up here. We've got 3 waves down. We've got 3 waves up. This is the 3 waves to the upside here. So Doge could do this. We get a move to the upside. Okay, so that's the structure. So what if we retest the previous high here on Doge or the 50%, we can get a structure like this, similar to how it started, a move here. That would be a very nice corrective structure for another leg up higher. Then that will mean that this is ready for another leg to the upside, because that would have given you a very clear double correction like this. But we are not there yet, so we are still looking for this to be playing out here. So let's see here what we're getting. So with the rest of the cryptocurrencies showing some just sideways move here, this is what we're expecting with Doge. Possibility for this and a move to the upside. Okay, so let's see how that's going to play out. And for the rest, ADA, this has been one of the strongest altcoins, regardless of what has been happening with in the crypto space. This has been a strong one. So we are looking at this one to be playing out as follows. That's a move up. We're expecting this to come down. We started with a move up here and down. Let's use a different color. We started with a move up here and down. So we'll be expecting this to complete as follows. Down in the red degree as follows. Okay, we started with a purple degree here as follows. And we'll be looking for this to continue to the upside. This is how we're looking at ADA. So for now, we're not worried about a move to the down, all of these moves. We're just simply looking for the next immediate move. Are we going to get this one to drop back to this level, push to the upside? That's how we're looking at this. This is a clear ABC corrective structure with a complex B correction. That's how we're going to be looking at it. Right, so that's how we're looking at ADA, and the rest of the cryptocurrencies like Binance are also starting to show some signs of recovery, but even those, we are still expecting this to play out like this. Even if we're going to have a bit of a push to the upside here, the structure here is this, a move. This is the last leg here. It has also made 5 waves to the downside as follows. These are 5 waves to the downside. And what we are seeing here now is a double correction for a B, C corrective structure here on Binance. All right, so that's how we're looking at that. And for the rest, same structures. Let's look at XMR, Monero. So Monero, this is how we're looking at Monero. 1, 2, looking at this as a corrective structure. This one will be coming down to around this. Let's do it like this. 1, we've got these 3 waves here. We're looking for this to come around this level. So this has already started a move to the upside as follows. This is a correction. We'll look for this pullback. So for now, we're just looking for the next immediate move on all the cryptocurrencies. And lastly, I'm going to do Link. I'm just going to skip through the rest because they all have a similar structure. We'll update this as time goes. Let's have a look at Right. Link. Let's have a look at Link. So Link, we are going to look at Link as follows. Let's have a look at this one here. For this to continue to the downside, maybe a bounce here, structure down, and then they move to the upside. This is how it has started. Let's use a different color there. It's actually like this. So 1, 2, and then we have this as a complex B correction. All of them, you can see they are showing a pullback. That is a continuation pattern. Is that a continuation pattern for more downside, or are we recovering? This is how we're looking at. This is how the indicator is showing us that we are still sideways and not out of the bear market just as yet. And that's how we're looking at the cryptocurrencies for this week. Have a great week, everybody. If you like what we do, please drop us a like, drop a comment there, and hit that bell notification button so you can get an alert next time we upload the video. Have a great week, everybody. Trade responsibly. Cheers. Bye-bye.